Hey, what's up, my people out there? This your boy Hood. I definitely want to holler at y'all about some information I found out about, but we going to talk about that there, and I hope y'all doing good, man. Like and subscribe. Listen, Tyler Perry is in a war right now with Byron Allen. Two billionaires are trying to buy BET. I think that's something worthy to talk about. Now, let's talk about BET. It's the Black Entertainment Television. It was started by Robert Johnson back in the 70s. He got a deal from, like, I think it's called the SB. No, I forgot what it was called, like American Communications or some shit like that. Some communications company. That company gave him like 500,000 back in the day. He's a lawyer. He was a lobbyist. So he took that money. He put his money up. It was probably like 20,000, 50,000, and they made BT, but he was the lead. He was the owner and the man. It was up to him. He ran it. He put all that shit out there that we know and love. Then they took it over. They bought it from him and they gave him $2 billion. At that time, he was married. So he got a divorce. His wife got half. So Robert Johnson went on to do other shit. I think he got RLJ, which is right now his own streaming network. You could look it up. It's like Black Television. There's a lot of good shit on there. So he actually owned it. He sold it back to the white folks. And Paramount is owned by whoever, blah, blah, blah. So now they want to sell it. They want to sell a 51 stake in it percent. So that means whoever owns it is going to be the sole owner. And they might still have a stake in it because, you know, it's white people, it's their country. So they want to have still a stake in it, but he is going to be the decision maker. So they're using these two guys who have like dedicated their lives to media. You know, Tyler Perry is who he is. We ain't got to talk about that. And Byron Allen is who he is. We ain't got to talk about that. So now it's going to be a war, which they probably will end up, and mark my words on this, letting both of them be the owners of it, which would be stupid. But I would probably like Tyler Perry to be more the owner of it because I know he has the creative zen. And I think that the other guy, Byron Allen's dope, but he's more of a comedy guy. He's more of a comedian. So that means I think he'll probably drive more in that regard, where Tyler Perry could probably do more of a dramatic aspect. But I think that neither one of them really got a grasp on telling dope stories. I think Tyler Perry got a closer grasp on it, but I don't think one of them got the dopest storytelling thing because Tyler Perry technically got his money from being wearing a dress. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what he chose to do. I'm not dissing it, but that's not necessarily storytelling. You know, like sometimes you see some of the white movies, you be just like interested in what the fuck going on, the storytelling. You know, it's just basic shit in these guys' movies. It's like, oh, she hate black dudes. Yeah, okay, that's the story. Now you can watch it if you like that. But, you know, and Byron Allen, he does more comical kind of shit. You know, there's TV shows and all that stuff. And neither one of these people am I dissing or saying that they entertainment ain't up to par. I'm just saying that this is what they, both their genres that they're going to bring to the table if any one of them ultimately owns BT, which I hope somebody do. I personally hope that it is owned by a black guy again. And it's actually something that they can use as a platform to put some dope shit out there because if you're a black person in America and lived as long as I lived, you have been watching white people on TV a long time. And beyond the idea of having representation of yourself, or beyond the idea of you even being on TV physically as a human yourself, you automatically, defaultly watch white content. It's just natural. It's the way things go. So it's not like you ever think about it. Like, oh, shit, wait a minute. So for me, having so many decades being a person as an artist that was being connected to watching white people on TV, I wanted to be an artist so I could be on TV and create my own stories and be my own thing. Because I was one of those guys who complained about that. And you know, people would ultimately say, well, shit, quit complaining and do it yourself. So it's like, I think you're right. Because it's so boring just seeing the same shit, same people, same culture. We've been stuck here. So I've been in America my entire life. So it's like, you only get that, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you want to see great black content, but then a lot of people aren't filmmakers. They just make films. Nothing wrong with that either. But sometimes you want that same David Fincher shit. You want that Scorsese-esque type filmmaker. But we all have to wait for white people to give us the acknowledgement. Like, they got to be the ones who knock on the door and say, yeah, this the one y'all should watch. this the guy right here. And then that make it even dumber for us because it's like we all trying to create and make, but we got to wait for white people to give us the green light. Like instead of them trying to go buy BET, 2 billionaires, y'all motherfuckers get together and make y'all own shit. Call it black streaming television and go fuck them up. Because you don't have to use white people shit. But guess what? White people, hold up, let me say this again. White people is who made them rich. So they wouldn't even be billionaires. Jay-Z, Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, list goes on. If white people didn't give them the money. So, it's not really your money. You can't go do what you want to do because they'll take it back. I.e., Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, R. Kelly. So you're not going to be able to just say, I'm rich. Oh, I can go do what the fuck I want to do. That's what us people who don't have the money think. But when they give you the money, you have to do what the fuck they tell you to do. So that's why when Dr. Umar Johnson say, why we ain't got no black hospital? Why we ain't got no black school? Why we ain't got no black grocery store? Why we ain't got no black this? It's like, cause you can't. In all 50 states, you can't. Because everybody who get money, me, you, we all get it from white people. The fact that some of us try to act like that's not true, that's the sickness inside our culture. We try to act like you not getting it from white people. But that's why it's afraidness happening. Fear, scared people. They don't want to say too much. They don't want to ruffle the feathers. I ain't even judging them. I'm just saying that's what it is. So you're not going to see BET be owned ultimately by a black guy because technically it'll be just considerably owned by whites. They'll be monitoring exactly what the fuck they putting on that platform instead of them coming to the mindset of, let me go do it myself. Which brings me to Little Old Hood Films and Self-Madeology. I think you just found out the mindset that I live by. Okay, go ponder on that. I'm gonna holler at y'all in 5, 4, 3, this many left. You already know what we on now. Like and subscribe.